Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rob. Today we're going to give you the pros and cons of the Char-Griller Akorn Auto-Kamado. I've had this for about 4 months. I got it in May. And I want to preface this with I'm an ambassador for Chargriller. So they sent this to me for free to use it on videos and to kind of, let them know what I think of it and just, give them some feedback and different things, and I have. Yeah, overall, I love it, but I'm going to go through some pros and cons today. Let's get going. All right, let's get going. We'll start with the pros first. And I have some notes here because I can't remember all this. You wouldn't be able to remember it either. All right, pros. The biggest pro I would say is price point. Because this guy at regular price is $450 from Lowe's or Walmart or Home Depot, maybe Home Depot. But any Kamado you can find for $450, you're pretty good. Even if it's not, like a set and forget kind of thing. The regular OG Akorn is about $300, totally worth it. All right, so they stepped this one up with some, some things like the set and forget, digital control. But yeah, we're getting into that. Price point is probably one of the biggest pros for this guy. I use it all the time, I love it. That brings us to our second pro, which is set and forget. It's all digital, baby. So all you got to do, throw your charcoal in, light it, give it a couple minutes, set the temperature to what you want, and then go about your business. Say you want it at 225, boop, set it 225. It's going to tell you where to set this top vent. There's 5 settings here, 0 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say if you choose, you want it at 225 down here, boop, it'll tell you to set it to D1, which is where you're going to set the this dial up here, this vent. Super easy, and it's gonna stay that same temp throughout your whole cook. It's got a fan on there, so if the temps start declining a little bit, the fan's going to kick on, get that charcoal woken up a little bit, and it's going to bring it right back up to temp. Now at your lower temps, if you have some wood in there or something that might flame up, you might see that go from 225 up to like 230, 235 or so, and you might see that swing 10, 15 up and down. But for the most part, it's going to stick right there. So I've only seen that when I have some wood in here. If you're going higher temps, like 275, 300, 350, something like that, it's going to stick even stickier. Yeah, that's a good pro. Let's go on to the next. Our next one is efficient charcoal usage. Because it's Kamado and has real thick walls, you're going to get a really efficient cook here. You've got double walled up here. You've got the double wall down here, along with another little basket guy, the third wall. And yeah, I've gotten so long on cooks. Actually, recently I did an experiment. I took 2 chimneys worth of lump charcoal, and I used Jealous Devil. I've tried some others. But I got 2 chimneys of Jealous Devil, dumped it in, and I got 38 hours out of it. I would have gotten more. It had easily another 10, 12 hours in it. But we had a storm coming through, and I had to cut it short. But I would have easily gotten 48 hours out of 2 chimneys of lump. You can't say that for some other cookers out there. But because it's a Kamado, you're going to see that fuel efficiency, and that's going to save you money in the long run. So go ahead and get that more expensive charcoal. Use it in this. It's going to last you forever. Our next pro, you can use this as a grill, high temp grill, or as a smoker. You have your heat deflector in here, which you would use for low and slow. Or take that out, fire things up and you have yourself a regular grill. I've cooked everything on here. Burgers, chicken. I'm not going to use that heat deflector most times. You know, have it up 350, 400 degrees. It's pretty good. And then with the heat deflector in there, turn that temp down. Now that's where you get your briskets, your ribs, pork shoulder, whatever you want. And just, it does everything. You can smoke, or you can do high heat grilling. Now our next pro is this top vent. Because of its design, rain's not going to fall in here like it can on the other style Akorn and a lot of the other Kamados out there. When you have this open, you got rain, snow, whatever else. Bird droppings could fall right in there. But because this has the venting on the side and a little bit of a overhang, it's going to be hard for rain to get in there. That was one of the first things I noticed when I was putting this together, and I love that feature. All right, we got a couple more pros left. Yeah? So the next pro we're going over, so this ash pan, if your power goes out, you got no more fan. You got no more way to bring in airflow at the bottom. So what do you do if the power goes out? This pro is that they use the same body as the regular Akorn. So you can go ahead and buy this one for 30 bucks on their site. I think it's about 30 bucks. This fits right on there. And then you'll be able to use this if the power goes out. I have a video on that as well. Yeah, I unplugged it halfway through a cook. I threw this OG ash pan on, and I was able to just adjust the airflow here. And then, you know, just mess with the vents, get it where I wanted. I used like a third-party temperature guy, Inkbird or something, and was able to see where my heat was, the temp, and just adjust it through this. All right, our next pro is when you're using this, you can use this app, if you can see it, to go ahead and, you know, monitor your stuff. It gives you the temperature inside here. You can raise and lower it, and you can also see what the internal temp of the meat is if you're using the probes. It's pretty nice, pretty handy. Then it gives you a graph of how your session was going. It's pretty easy. This goes over Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So I'll be cooking out here, and let's say there's a game on or something, or I'm watching a movie, or watching a TV show, or I'm just getting the food ready, or I'm doing whatever. I can just have this open on the counter, just keep an eye on things, check it every now and then, see what's going on with it, adjust the temperature, be like, it's taking too long, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. Boop, right from the app. Easy. All right, for our next pro, it uses charcoal. So it's a set and forget it grill that uses charcoal. So you get that nice flavor. You could throw wood chunks in there with it. You know, anything else set and forget would be like a pellet grill or like a gas grill. You know, this way you're getting that charcoal taste on your food, and that's why we do it, right? We want that charcoal flavor. So it uses charcoal, your favorite brand, whatever it is. Throw in some cherries, throw in some pecan, post oak, whatever you want. Throw it in there, easy. All right, now the next pro that I'm gonna go over, I think it's my last one. I mean, there's a lot of other pros, just easy things like nice big wheels on the front, you can roll it around, easy enough. It's kind of like a small package, so it fits in little spaces. But this pro makes it pretty nice. This is something you won't see on most other Kamados. So you have your grilling area here, right? Your cooking area. This comes with an extra rack. Some people call it a warming rack. You can scoot it out of the way, do your stuff on the main stuff you're cooking here, scoot it back, flip your stuff around up top here. But I don't see it as a warming rack, I see it as just additional cooking space. I've done ribs and things down here, and then up here I've done a pork shoulder while I was doing those. Gives you so much extra room. And you don't have to have it in there, it's not always connected. Boom, take it out. Boom, put it in. You're doing steaks, you're doing something else down here. Up here you put your veggies, you know, whatever you want. Super handy. You're not going to see that in the other Kamados. At least if you do, it probably didn't come with the grill. Might be like an aftermarket thing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to get a second rack in most of your other Kamados. All right, time for me to be the bad guy. It has some cons. It does. Do I know what they are? All right, the first con is it plugs in. That's kind of a pain. What if you're camping? You know? With the regular Akorn, I can bring that camping if I want. I don't need power. But yeah, you gotta plug it in. Just like the Gravity here. You gotta plug that guy in. Like all your pellet smokers, you gotta plug those in. And I always said I was never gonna get a grill I had to plug in. But here I am. You gotta plug it in, so you need power. Now there are some hacks out there where you can use like a battery brick kind of thing, like that charges your phone. You're seeing those on Amazon and whatever else. You can plug those in. So, I mean, you could take it camping, or if the power goes out, you can do that. And also you saw earlier, one of the pros was you can use the old ash pan on here, power goes out. But really, you gotta plug it in. I'm gonna say that's a con. I mean, it makes it what it is with the whole set and forget and the fan and everything, but it's a con. It's probably the biggest con. You gotta plug it in. All right, our next con is gonna be kind of the smallish cooking area. It's about 20 inches in diameter. About the same you're gonna get from a Weber kettle. It's like 22. Bigger than like a Weber Smoky Mountain though. What was that, 19? But still, it's a little small. Say you wanted to do, you know, like 3 pork butts for like a big party you're gonna have. And I mean, you can use this, and that's included, so it's not that big of a con. But I'll tell you, most times I'm not using that extra guy. If I have to, I will. But I mean, that's in somebody's heads, right? You know, you only have about this much room to cook on. And that's why some people go with something like the Gravity, because you got like that much room. Boom. Yeah. So I'd say if we're trying to list cons, that's a con, but that's going to be the same con for most Kamado style grills. So you got to weigh that. You know, do you want fuel efficiency? You know, easy to cook things, or do you want to have like parties all the time and use this as your main thing to put like 17 pork butts on it? You're not going to do that, right? So anyway, that could be a con. If you have a family of like 4 or 5, you're fine with this style, I would say, or any other Kamado. And it helps that it comes with that extra rack. All right, for the next con. Now we listed this as a pro before, this top vent. We love it because it's rainproof, and I really want to get one maybe for the other Akorn I have here. However, after cooking on it for 4 months, it's getting really hard to turn. And because it has these little nooks and crannies in here where all the carbon and just old stuff builds up, and I don't think there's really a way to take it apart, it builds up and it gets hard to open and close, almost to the point where I'm afraid I'm gonna snap this little tab off. So I emailed support and they're like, no problem, soak it in some warm water with some maybe dish soap in there, work it around, and that should free it up. So I haven't tried that yet, but that's possibly something you can do. The other thing I do is just work it. a little bit, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna try soaking it, seeing if that helps it out. And if you're running into that issue, you can try that as well. All right, for our last con of the day, and some people aren't gonna see this as a con. It kind of is though. My next con is set and forget. I'm a barbecue guy. I like messing with the vents, you know? I'm out here drinking a beer or something, making some wings or making some ribs or anything. And I want to be able to like, I see the temp's scooting up. You know, I better better mess with it to adjust a little bit. Oh, temp's going down, open it up a little bit. Nice. It makes me feel like I'm doing something instead of just putting food in an oven or something. I mean, you get that charcoal taste. That's what we're looking for. But what do I do with my time? What, now I gotta like go inside and clean, or, you know, do some work or something? Or like mow the lawn? Can't, sorry, can't mow the lawn. I'm over here barbecuing. So, to me, that's kind of a con. But when I feel like doing that, that's why I have the regular Akorn. So, that's actually what I did yesterday. I used the Akorn on some pork steaks. It's up here. They were actually really, really good. If you haven't seen that video, you gotta watch it. That was our last con. That was my last con, but I do have a, could be better. And that's the heat deflector. Now you see it, here's the thing. With the regular Akorn, there's no heat deflector included with it. You can buy them on Amazon for 30 bucks. And you kind of want that if you're going to do low and slow. So what they did is they included one, this one, it's kind of concave, for the Auto-Kamado. It's included with the price. Boom. Now you can do hot and fast grilling. You can do low and slow, convection style stuff. But the only thing, it's convex, concave, whatever we're saying. Is convex up and concave is down? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the difference is. It's curved. And I can't put a drip pan on there because it sticks up too far. It's going to hit the grate. So what I did, Amazon, I ordered another one of these regular smoking stones. Because again, they use the same body as they did with the regular Akorn. I knew it would fit. Now, that's all I use. I don't even use this one anymore. I don't use it. I don't use it. I hit something. Anyway, I just use this one now because I can put a drip pan in there and it makes cleanup a lot easier. Plus, sometimes you want to save those juices, right? Maybe you just want some moisture in there. Anyway, I would suggest spending 30 bucks and getting the regular smoking stone. I'll put a link down below. Just grab that on Amazon. Yeah, get that. And it'll make your life a lot easier. So that's basically what I have on a 4-month review in pros and cons of the Chargriller Akorn Auto-Kamado. The main question is, would I buy it for $450? Absolutely. Would I buy it for $224, which is what Walmart has it on sale for as of today of this filming? Absolutely. Might buy 2. But yeah, I would totally recommend this. For the price point, way lower than most other Kamados. Set and forget. You know? That's a pro and a con. But it's up to you. Do you want to grill? You can get smoky flavor, nice charcoal flavor. You set it, now you got to mow. You're a busy guy or girl. Yeah, and I think that con with the vent here, if I was more proactive and not as lazy, I would suggest maybe every month or so, maybe every like 10 cooks, take this vent off, dump it in some warm soapy water, and work it around a little bit instead of waiting 4 months like me. So I don't know. You guys make your decisions. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Let me know if you have one, what are your thoughts? After you bought it, do you still love it? I do. I use it probably 2 or 3 times a week. So thanks a lot for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. Lots of videos on most of the Chargriller products, but other stuff as well. We've got griddle stuff, the Kamado stuff here, got the gravity, offset, fun stuff. Lots of videos coming up. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.